Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. You know what time it is. It's time for Stella. Again, I don't have any Stella Rosa. I think I need to change the name of the show because I haven't been sipping my Stella Rosa on Friday nights like I used to. But it's okay. I have another review to do tonight at 8:15. So I pushed the show up early because I believe probably for a while on Friday nights, I'm going to be a part of a panel for Ready to Love on Kamisha Reviews. And the panel starts at 8:15 on Friday night. So I have to push the show up. I was thinking about maybe making it a Thursday night show so it wouldn't conflict because we only have Survivor going on right now anyway, but we can discuss. We can discuss. Not I'm saying Survivor. See, I'm wishing we had Survivor because we only have the challenge going on right now, and I'm over the challenge. Over the challenge. Hey thank you. Hey Dabu. I put my lashes on today. I'm very proud of myself. One of them is hanging on by a thread. Like if I blow up, it might fly off. I'm not the best with lashes, but I'm practicing. I'm practicing. You love the hues of blue? I thought I was wearing green. Damn it. Hey, Koki. Hey, Andrew. Okay. Again, I have a panel show tonight, Ready to Love. It starts at 8:15, which means I have to be done with this by 7 so I can watch Ready to Love to prepare for the panel at 8:15. So I can't run my mouth all night. I would like to, but I can't. Hey, Miguel. Another episode. Oh, they have 20 episodes? That means we still got a couple of more episodes to go. I'm ready for this to be over. Let's just go ahead and talk about the challenge first. Get the reads out the way, and then we can get into the circle, which I felt like was a little bit more enjoyable. Barely. But where do we want to start with the challenge? I'm really upset with the challenge. Like this season, it's like this every season. Like the beginning of the season was so good. I was like, oh, this is good. I like the format. I like the twist. And then, well, I ain't like the twist, but I like kind of how like the eliminations were going. Like I really liked how this season was set up. Why do we always have to have a twist that ruins it? Now, before I say anything, I want to remind everyone that I told you so. I told everyone when they first introduced the twist of teams and that as long as your partner was still in the game, you would have the opportunity to come back with your ride or die. When they first introduced that to us and we saw Kenny didn't really have to go home, I said, this is a setup to get Norris and Nelson out. I said it. I don't know which video it was or what the timestamp was, but I said, I bet you Norris and Nelson are the only ones that leave the game, that go all the way home and not to the jury house. I'm over it. But anyway, I think we opened up the show with some Tori and Jordan drama. I don't care. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's just get right to the bullshit of the challenge. And see, I couldn't even, I'm trying to make it to the 10-minute mark because that's what they say. You got to make it 10, 15 minutes without curse words so you could be monetized. But I don't think I'm ever going to do it with the challenge. It's 4 minutes and they done made me upset. But anyway, they're doing some kind of tango on the balance beam. Number one, I ain't going up there. Why we got a tango 30 stories in the sky? And then after you really watch them, the first person do it, I'm like, if Fessy's humongous ass, because Fessy is huge, he's an ex college tight end. Tight ends are humongous, they're tall. If Fessy can do it with ease, everyone else should be able to do this with ease because the bigger you are, the harder it should be because it's less space for you to maneuver. So Fessy goes, everyone else goes, and they twisting and turning up and down this balance beam. It don't look that hard. Chauncey get up there, it's like, no, this my fear. Y'all done hung me off a building once, and that was enough. And the rules of the game, if you take you over 10 minutes, they gonna fly you in the air and you disqualified. But the only time that counts is the fastest time. I felt like that was unfair. I'm about to get to y'all comments. I just want to say this before I go back. I felt like that was unfair because, and I tweeted this, all season, it's been the combined times of the teams. Combination, which means if someone disqualifies, it puts your team at a disadvantage because now you got 10 minutes. But oh no, TJ ain't say that this week. Oh no. Whoever does it the fastest. So Chauncey, yeah, you could freak out, get all scary as you want, but it ain't really going, because you notice nobody on his team was too upset because it don't even matter. We just got to be fast. One person got to be faster than one person over there. I was over it once I heard that. Once I heard that, I was ready to turn the episode off, but I was like, no, Angie, keep watching it. And I'm happy I watched it because Kamisha had a late night space. And so I stayed up late. Was it Wednesday night or Thursday night? One of the nights I stayed up late and talked with Kamisha on Twitter about the challenge, and we had a good time. But anyway, but that was the main thing that pissed me off because I'm like, we've never done this before. And Fessy's team should have been penalized and lost the challenge because Chauncey didn't. You see, Anissa wasn't even concerned. Anissa ain't want to go out there either. And they was like, well, it don't matter. They knew it. Shut up, Angie. Shut up, Angie. We're not about to shade Anissa. Let's move on. I was just pissed about that, but let's see what y'all talking about in the challenge. This challenge format is confusing and boring. It got very boring once it went to teams. Yeah, I'm ready for the final. Let's wrap this up. Y'all could have eliminated both of these pairs this week. Oh, I can't wait till we get to the elimination. I cannot wait till we get to the elimination, the group elimination with the partners. Let's just go ahead and fast forward. We got some more nonsense. I promise I'm gonna come back to y'all comments. I promise you. We got some more nonsense with Tori and Fessy, like not Tori and Fessy, but Jordan and Tori, whoever. I'm over them. Over them. I can see why y'all didn't want to cast them on seasons together. This is too much drama for me. It's too, and I love drama. I love mess. I love watching it on my TV screen. But those two, I've had enough. I'm so upset you called me a terrorist. I should vote your ass in. Well, vote me in. Shit. My partner ain't going home. I'm so pissed. And, well, you are a terrorist. You use my love as a hostage. Y'all still in love? Y'all been broken up for 2 years. Y'all really about to get back together? No. Ain't none of my relationship, but I'm over them playing in my face. I slept in the bed naked with you. Well, bitch, that's your fault. See, Angie, stop. Quit talking about them. Look, I'm over Tori and Jordan. I said, Tori, just vote his ass in. I'm over it. I ain't even gonna be mad. Vote his ass in, Tori. I'm over it. Nobody cares. You want to vote him in anyway. Anyway, they end up voting in Horacio. Devin pulled the safety. Production told him which one it was. You can't tell me no different. And it's a good old throw the ball in the middle of the thing. I don't forgot the official name, but one of those football ones. Football, basketball, wrestling, whatever. It was a really good elimination. I thought Jordan and Horacio was an equal matchup. Horacio just came off with the win. It wasn't Jordan's night. I'm very proud of Horacio. I want to see him come back another season because I feel like Horacio is official. But I feel like if he keeps coming back, especially with the same people, they're going to keep throwing him in because they're going to see he's official. He's competition. Don't let Alithia and Horacio mess around and win the season. Oh, they're going to have her on the same list with Amber B. Not a rookie. How dare you come in and win the season? But anyway, that was majority of the episode. It was a lot of drama, too much drama for your mama, too much Tori, too much Jordan. Let's get into the part I care about. So now everybody back in partners. You know, TJ got his drama, drum roll. Everybody gets, who cares? Outcome running, Kenny, Mariah, and Jordan. They're left. They come running out the back and they got to roll this barrel up a hill and you got to hold it for 60 seconds. Look, Kenny doesn't have it in him. KC is the athlete of the family. Kenny and KC already had all the sand. Like, who has the brains in the family? No one thought, well, we can't grip our feet because of all of the sand. Let's stop, brush the sand off of our ramp, put it up a little bit again, and then kick the sand off of our feet so we could get a better grip. Nobody thought of that because the whole time I'm like, why don't y'all brush the sand off? Jordan and Anissa were doing it, but I don't think they were equally yoked enough to hold it up there for 60 seconds. Like they could hold it and then they would slide. I'm trying to look for this picture, y'all. I should have uploaded it to StreamYard, but I forgot. But Fessy and Mariah, I felt like from jump were the only ones that could do this. Now, I don't know if you all could see this picture. This old school. I'm sorry, I forgot to load it up. This is Fessy and Mariah at the 5-second mark. And you can see Fessy's foot is already touching the line. They should have said, you got to start over, Fessy. But I feel like, number one, that camera, when Fessy's foot hit that line, that camera switched so fast, I could barely get the screenshot. Like and y'all know I love to fast forward, but I had to rewind about 20 times just so I could pause it at the exact moment to get the screenshot. It was extremely hard to do. But I got you, MTV. I see what y'all did. Now look, I want to see the entire footage because something tells me 5 seconds is longer than you think. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a long time when you're already sliding and hitting the line. I can guarantee you Fessy slid down past that line. I would put money on it. But I'm going to give production this. If you didn't give it to Fessy this time, nobody else was going to do it anyway. Like, no one else was going to do it, so you might as well give it to Fessy and Mariah and let it be over. I'm curious in the chat. I promise I'm going to come back. I'm going to start this one so I know where I left off. Who do we think will win next week? I don't know exactly what the first. If it was me, both of them could go home. Kenny, KC, Jordan, and Anissa. All of y'all could go home. But one more team has to come back. Who do we think the team will be? Jordan and Anissa, Kenny and KC. If it's a mental game, Jordan and Anissa. If it's a physical game where it requires any kind of body weight, Jordan and Anissa. But if it has to do with endurance or balance, I'm going to give it to Kenny and Casey. So it really depends on what the elimination is. I really don't care who comes back. I kind of want Nani to start crying, so let Casey go. That's a bitchy thing to say. I'm sorry, Nani. But anyway, I'm with you, Dabu. Both teams, both teams can go. I'm with you. Both teams could go home because they ain't gonna do nothing in this final. Neither one of Casey is not winning with her brother, and Jordan is not winning with the nieces. So y'all are wasting space. But let me go ahead and give you a little Kiss My Cheeks TV prediction. Whoever comes back, I'm willing to bet money Amber and Chauncey go next. I'm willing to bet money Amber and Chauncey goes next. They're gonna find a way. Maybe Casey comes back, and Casey and Fessy and them can't stand Amber and Chauncey. I bet you Fessy and Mariah wins next because they're damn near the dream team. They're the dream team. They're not ride or dies, and it's really unfair. It's kind of like Casey got to win last season with CT, and Fessy is jealous. So they was like, well, Fessy, you could bring whoever you want to be your partner. So he went to the gym and said, okay, I want her. She's strong. Mariah, come on. And it's like they let Fessy get this huge partner. I don't know. But that's the show, y'all. It went off. Let's get into the comments, and then we're going to get into the circle because the circle was good. Go, yes, I like individuals. That's where the show should have went. They could have even did the whole jury house thing with your partner, but it should have went to an individual game, not a team game. Because if it was individual, I feel like Nelson and Norris would have had a better opportunity to be saved. They could have won some stuff, but I don't know. I'm mad that we had to drag this out. Ugh. We dragged all of this out for really nobody to go home. We dragged all of this out for only Nelson and Norris to still be here. We could have been done with this show in December. Agreed. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we do this? Is it a mental thing? They say you crazy when you keep doing something over and over again, expecting a different result. Because we do this every season. We have high hopes. We get excited. We love the cast. And we talk about it. And then by the end, we're in this same position. Around this point of the season, we're like, this shit could be over. We do it to ourselves every season. Yeah, they do it every time. I agree. I like War of the Worlds, and I also like Dirty 30. I enjoyed Dirty 30. It's the way. Wow, Miguel. So the last team eliminated was Jay and Michelle, who were back in November, and Nelson and Norris. Hey, Dr. Ivy. We talked about All Stars 4 last week. I don't have any new information, so I don't have anything else to say about All Stars 4 until I get an official cast. But All Stars is usually always good for me. And it's a high chance that Leroy will be there. So I'm really excited for All Stars 4. Someone said Chauncey is only 24. What? Which blew my mind. He gives 28. They should have gave us times on. They'll never give us a time. Chauncey is only 24 because I know Amber B ain't 24 at all. You better go, Amber B. I don't think he's 24. Because Amber B gives me, she was on Big Brother a while ago. She has to be maybe 30, 32, 34. Ain't nothing wrong with it, girl. Was Nani, I don't want to talk about Nani and Mariah. I didn't even watch that elimination. I guess that's why I can't talk about it. I gotta leave, but all I can say is they did KC dirty, making her go into elimination with her useless brother. Well, she shouldn't have brought him on. She would have done better being Nani's partner. But I already said on a Twitter space that if Casey and Fessy would have been partners, it would have been no point of doing this show. No point. They would have won everything. Tori, I don't care about Tori. We've already said everything. We've read Tori in every direction that you can go in, north, south, east, and west. So I don't care about Tori. These eliminations have been lackluster and ridiculous. Agreed. Jordan was eliminated for like 10 minutes, and he might still go again. I think Jordan and Nisa will win because they're closer than Kenny and KC. Kenny is not made for the challenge. He's not. But it was cute. Bring your brother on the show, get him a cute little check. It's cute. The final put Casey in an elimination. True, because she'll never go on elimination. Both teams can go home. I agree. I already read that. I meant they finally. I got what you meant. I got it. Elimination is not. Oh, yes. Oh, well, Casey and Kenny winning that. I don't see Anissa being fast jumping through that jungle gym. But Anissa has been around long enough and seen CT do this long enough to know it's not about jumping through the jungle gym. It's about creating a ridiculous knot. I don't know if KC has seen CT do that, because KC gives me she don't watch the show. She ain't start watching it till she been on it. So if KC hasn't seen, especially that time when it was it CT versus Darrell, and CT's knot was insane. It all depends on if Casey and Kenny understand the strategy. Because I think they will be quicker to unravel their knots if they both have the same strategy. But if they don't understand the strategy, Casey and Kenny going home. Oh, I like the knot one because it's really all about strategy. I heard Jordan Nisa. What? Oh yeah, they doing the knots. The knots. My favorite part of the elimination was Nani looking pissed because she knows KC about to be eliminated. Bye, girl. He's 24 and Amber B is 32. I knew Amber B was. I ain't mad at Amber B. I'm not mad, girl. It just couldn't be me. I never wanted to date anybody that much younger than me. But I guess he's mature. He has to have his ish together. I'm happy for him. I really do like them as a couple. I did not know he was that young, though. Hey, Zuda. Amber B got to be between 32, 34. Got to be. Anissa lost to Bailey in that elimination. Did she learn from that? I thought they were jumping through cars. My memory ain't good. But again, it's about the knots. She might not have learned, but I'm sure Jordan gives me a studier of the challenge. And he's seen CT do it. So Jordan would know we got to get a knot. But I don't see Anissa being fast at, I don't know. It could be anybody's game. It could be anybody's game. But let's transition from the challenge to the circle because I have, exactly 30 more minutes. So, to me, the circle was much better than the challenge this week. I watched all 4 episodes. If you have not watched all 4 episodes, now might be the perfect time to click off and come back, take down the 24, 25, come back when you have watched it and listen to the review, because it's going to be spoilers. Now, your girl Angie don't take notes, so I don't know exact order of the spoilers, but I'm going to spoil it. And I'm going to talk a little bit of ish about it. Okay, so we come up to the circle and we finally get to see we knew Shuby was the one who went home. We get to see who he goes to visit, and of course, well, no, it's open with the hacker. Shuby visited Jennifer, gave Jennifer the hacker. The hacker finally gets to go in and hack somebody. Look, I've been saying this every circle review. It's obvious that Jennifer is the catfish. She doesn't speak the way a 51-year-old dog rescuer would speak to me. To me. Now, maybe I'm stereotyping the people and I shouldn't, but every older dog rescuer that I've seen don't act like a Jennifer. And trust me, I know some. I live out here in the country. But anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. My lips felt a little ashy. The lipstick is still there, but it was starting to be. Y'all don't care about my lipsticks. But anyway, so Jennifer is catfishing Sam as Chaz. Mistake number one. Mistake number one. I would never catfish or hack two people that are so close. You know that they call each other husband and wifey. So that should tell you, Jennifer, they're going to compare stories somewhere along this circle journey. They're going to compare, especially after the circle tells them there was a hacker out there. I was like, this is dumb. Now, I understood what she was doing. She was trying to, put some heat on Tamara and, get Tamara out of the game. Say she was working with Sasha on this rebellion. I didn't put it in the chat. What do you think would have been a good hack for Jennifer to do? I just felt like what she did, I was like, this is gonna blow back in your face. Because the only person they said wifey and husband to in front of was Jennifer, and these two are gonna compare notes. I personally would have hacked someone to help Jennifer's position in the game. Like maybe hack, I don't know. I don't know. But maybe two people who don't normally talk to each other, maybe hack Oliver. I don't know. I just felt like what she did, maybe hack Raven and have Raven speak to some other people, like maybe an Oliver, and have Raven speak highly of Jennifer to Oliver so Oliver could trust Jennifer or, get to know Jennifer and rate her higher. Like I would have used the hacking for my good and not for someone else's downfall. Hey, Eric. I hope that makes sense. I just felt like hacking to try to ruin someone's game would blow back in your face over if you were hack someone to try to better your game. I just felt like that wouldn't blow back as hard. I don't know. I don't know. The fact that Raven chose, I'm about to get to Raven. Oh, maybe she could have hacked Marvin to apologize to Tamir. I don't know. I don't know. I just wouldn't have did that. That would have been a good one because see, look, the circle already knows that Marvin is a liar. So he could have went in there and wrecked shop on Tamira, or I would have hacked Marvin. Because even if it would have blew back, Marvin is a known liar. So if he would have said I ain't do it, you would have been like, you would have had to think, well, he could be lying to me. I don't know. But I just felt like it was a dumb hack. Also, exactly, even if I wanted to talk with someone else as Chaz, it was the dumbest move to hack Chaz and talk to Sam. Right. That's my whole point. I wouldn't have hacked two people that close. I would have hacked someone and spoke to someone else as them, two people who didn't have that much in common in the game, because I would have known they ain't gonna waste they, because I did learn they only have so many chats in each session. Like they can't sit up and chat for 2 hours. Like me, if you get on the phone talking to your girl Angie, we gonna talk for at least an hour. At least. Conversation not gonna be short. So that's probably why I couldn't be on the circle too much alone time. And I like to talk too much. And you telling me I can only talk in 8 chats, I can only have 8 little sins, and that's it. Not enough. Not enough. But let's talk about how she got exposed. So I thought it was unfair that they did the ratings before they let people know there was a hacker. So Sam is already on 10. They said don't trust Tamara. Tamara got voted last. I'm happy they didn't do last place automatically goes home. Who ended up being the influencers? That was Sam and Raven. I wish it was Sam and Chaz, because they would have sent Jennifer ass on home. But Marvin had some private chats where he apologized to Raven and Tamara. They both forgave him, but they both don't trust his ass. I wouldn't either, but I guess you can't be a bitch in the circle. You gotta at least say, I forgive you. But I don't look, feel however you want to feel. I don't know why these ladies were so up in their feelings over flirtatious chats, and why, after just talking to someone for 3 or 4 days, do you think you have exclusivity to his flirting? Like, that's my man, and you should have told so and so that I was. I mean, I guess Marvin did call her the queen. He called both of the ladies his queen, and Marvin even said Raven the main and Tamara the side piece. I don't know. I just wouldn't have got that upset over some online shit. I wouldn't. But anyway, let's move on from that, because I think I already addressed that. Um, the influence. I think they played a couple of games, had a couple of parties, but they weren't that exciting. Like they had to make some clothes. I don't care. Like none of the stuff they did game wise in the circle really called anybody out or anything like that. So it's Sam having a conversation with Chaz, because right now, after they already voted Tamira last, the circle says, oh, I screwed with someone's game and we already did the ratings. There was a hacker out there though. And Ariel's like, well, damn, who did I talk to in the past 2 days? And people had to check their notes. I talked to them and them. They wouldn't lie to me. But anyway, we're about to go through all of that. Sam and Chaz finally have a conversation. And oh, I was praying at the TV. I was like, please talk about the hacker. Please do not go to the voting room and not have all of this information from Chaz. So they go to the little thing and they get to talking. I ain't take notes, so I don't know how it happened, but eventually they figure out. Chaz is like, hold up, Sam. I looked at my piece of paper. I ain't had no conversation with you. I ain't talked to you, girl. And Sam was like, oh, I was hacked. And so they talked about what was said about Sasha and Tamara being a part of the rebellion. They had, I guess I can see it both ways, because a part of them was mad that, not really mad that about the rebellion, but that certain people didn't tell them. Like Tom didn't tell me about it. Jennifer. And it's like, you all know it's Jennifer. The only person you've ever had a chat with together that you said husband and wifey was Jennifer. And so then I like, y'all know I like the hot shit talking. I liked how they said, hold up, let's go ahead and bring Jennifer in this chat. We got to talk. This chat, Jennifer was talking like Shanti and Brett. All that, I'm the auntie. Oh, hey guys, hearts. Hey guys, you're breaking my unbroken heart. Like all of that cutesy auntie family love went out the window in this group chat. Jennifer was talking strategy and cash money shit. She was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't the hacker. Maybe it was Tom. Like Jennifer threw Tom under the bus. She threw Oliver under the bus. She was like, everybody else in here, we ain't had no problems with no rebellions until Oliver came in here, Oliver and Tamara. And I was like, ooh, Jennifer, you dirty. What pissed me off the most is everything Jennifer said Chaz was eating up. He was like, oh yeah, Tom didn't tell me about it. But I'm like, Jennifer didn't tell you either. Like, you getting all upset that Tom didn't tell it, but Jennifer didn't tell it. You getting all upset that Oliver was the last one coming in. He might be stirring up some shit. But if that was the case, ain't neither one of these people tell it. And that was confused me the most. Like, why didn't anybody tell somebody about this? I don't know. But it's off to elimination with Raven. They done put that wing. It's between Jennifer, Tom, and Marvin. They like everybody else. Raven, Raven, Raven. Sam is spilling all the tea because I guess Tom had a conversation. I forgot. Tom had a conversation with Raven where Tom threw Marvin under the bus, talking about, yeah, he came in a private chat with me talking about they were sending each other flirtatious pictures, whatever. So Raven in her feelings. Raven, this for $100,000. Get out your feelings. You ain't dating Marvin, period. People on this show really don't date. They just say whatever they have to say. You should have took it the same. I'm just saying whatever I got to say to be rated number one. So Raven spills all her tea about Marvin to Sam, and Sam was like, look, forget all that. Let me tell you about Jennifer being the hacker and all this stuff about the rebellion. And then they go down a rabbit hole of just being upset that, oh, so and so didn't tell me, so and so didn't tell me. And then they evict Marvin. They block Marvin from the circle. And Raven's excuse is, I know she's giving me all of this tea, but the only person I know for sure that's a liar is Marvin. Girl, if it wasn't for Marvin, you wouldn't be sitting in the influencer chair. Marvin rated you number one. And now who's about to rate you number one? Because Chaz didn't rate you number one. Sam didn't rate you number one. They rate each other number one. I wish Chaz was an influencer and not Raven. Because Jennifer would have been packing. They had just got off of that hot conversation. Jennifer would have been packing her bags. We wouldn't have to listen. It's something about Shanti's voice I don't like, and I just don't like Brett. I was ready for them to go. But anyway, Raven done messed up the thing. As Funky Dineva would say, she done messed up the thing. I was so pissed. And then Marvin went to go see Raven, and he got his shirt and muscles all out. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, shut up. Shut up. You did it to yourself. Marvin get all on the video chat. I'm mean. Here go my muscles again. Look, I'm not mad at Marvin for going home, but he shouldn't have went home first. Jennifer should have been gone. I think production told him not to do it. I promise you, I think production told him not to do it. Like, it was baffling to me. Raven was complaining about Marvin, then Sam came to her with some real shit about the game. Right. You talking about a fake ass relationship. She was going on about Marvin like this been her man for 3 years, and she called him sliding in somebody's DMs. You don't know this man. You don't know this man. And Angie, don't say it. Angie, don't say it. I'm going to move on. What else we talking about over here? I'm so excited when they talked about the hacker because I hate Chaz, and honestly, wait, you hate Chaz, but I hate Chaz and his honesty, noble, do-good attitude. Like, it's bugging me. It was bugging me. And then Chaz put out a tweet today. I don't know if you saw it, Zuda. I think Sheena put it in our group chat, where Chaz was telling people that Brett isn't anti-Black. Like, him and Raven have been influencers from day one. And so who else would he go after? I'm like, Chaz, you ain't watched Big Brother. Like, don't let it fool you. And I kind of feel like Netflix helped Brett in his anti-blackness by putting him on a cast of majority black people. So when he goes after the black people, you could sit back and be like, well, who else he was gonna go out there? Wasn't that but black people on the cast? But you see who his best friend was. He didn't go out of his way to become best friends with a black person, did he? Okay, I'm not going to debate people about Brett. I watched Brett on Big Brother. I believe what I believe, and I don't like him as a person, and it's cool because I don't even know him. Marvin was literally like a dog with his tail between his legs. He would have done whatever he had to for Raven. Marvin would have never voted down Raven. Even if Raven wanted to rate him low, she should have never voted him out. She really put a fake relationship over actual information. Like, be serious. Like, be serious. Be serious. She don't even know his last name. Girl, you didn't even know his occupation. All you knew was some muscles. All you knew was a body. A body that you was never going to get with in or out of this game. You say it all the time about production. Don't pay too much attention to me when I say production, because I don't think production is in anything, but it did not make sense that Sam, like, me and Raven would have had to duke it out. Like, bitch, you could put up with Marvin another night, but Jennifer has to go right now. I can't believe Sam let that roll. So I kind of feel like production was like, look, get rid of Marvin or Tom, but we want Brett and Shanti to stay. I don't know. Let's move on. So I already said Marvin went to go see Raven. Who cares? Who cares? They ain't do nothing but drool all over each other. Really, Raven drool all over him. You could tell by the way Marvin interacted with Raven. If it wasn't for the circle, he would not be flirting with you. Not saying that you aren't a beautiful woman. If you look at the woman that Marvin first wanted to go up for, but had to go home first, Marvin would be up with Shanti. And let's move on. Let's move on. I don't want nobody saying I'm hating on Raven. So Marvin is gone. I think the next day is when they do the little design challenge. I don't care. They had some kind of love party. I don't care. Oh, I don't care. They got to see love videos. Great. I don't care. I don't care. The only one I did care about was Raven's. I love that her message was completely in sign language, and we had to read the captions because that's the way my stepdaughter has to go through life, and it gave everyone a moment of being in Raven's shoes, because it was like everything was silent. You either had to understand the sign language or read the words on the screen. So I did love that moment. I really love that they're putting ASL out here, and I really love the message they're giving, especially older people in the deaf community probably already have it down packed, but people my stepdaughter's age who's like in middle school, I think it's great for them to see people in the community being on television, being on these kind of shows and saying things like, we can do everything but here. And I agree. And I encourage that. So I did like Raven's message, but let's get back to some game playing. So really after that, everybody's circle chat was all up. Like, it was too nicey nice for me. And I think eventually Chaz had a group chat. And Chaz, do you want to win the game, Chaz? Do you want to win the game? Chaz has a group chat with Jennifer and Tom. I don't understand why he's talking to Jennifer when he knows Jennifer or Tom is the hacker. Like, it really wasn't. Oliver doesn't know enough. And as soon as Chaz says, well, Jennifer told us that she told y'all in a rebellion chat that somehow she mentioned wifey. I don't care. That's when it clicked for Tom, like, Jennifer is the hacker. And I'm like, Chaz, everybody else is like, Jennifer is the hacker. Jennifer is lying. But it's like everything this lady says, you eating up. I apologize. It's all love. And she throw a couple of rainbow hearts on the screen and you just you all in for it. Like she ain't even in the rainbow. I'm just like, everybody else is like, Jennifer is the hacker. And Chaz is like, have to be Oliver. Everything Jennifer say checks off. I'm like, why would Oliver, a newbie, the newest newbie, want to start want to hack into Sam's account to play down Tamara on your behalf? Why would Oliver want to do that? If anything, Oliver would have hacked into someone else's account to talk shit about y'all, not Tamara. It doesn't make sense. And then he's like, oh, I don't want too much positivity, Oliver. Somebody just went home. I'm like, I ain't gonna say it, Chaz, but it's I'm side eyeing it. It's like you eating up everything Jennifer is saying, and your bestie in the game is like, Jennifer is the hacker. And you're like, nah, she explained it away. Anyway, it's time for ratings again, and now whoever's in last got to go home. And I like this one because you really got to worry about your ratings. Now, look, I dislike Jennifer, I dislike Brett, and I dislike Shanti. They annoy me. But the strategy they used to stay in the game was good. And you can't be mad that they were right, Eric. A mess. They were a mess. You can't be mad at it because I say it all the time. I love when people play cutthroat for the money. Even if I dislike you, I like to see people go for the money because Brett and Shanti don't know Tom from a can of paint. They already got a second lifeline in the game, an easy lifeline if you ask me, but a second one at that. They ain't got time to play nice. They was like, look, everybody already suspicious of Jennifer and Tom. So we're already gonna be rated kind of low in general. In order for us to stay, we need to push Tom to the bottom. Tom, I wish you would have had that same mentality, but you sitting up here, oh my heart, oh, I just love Jennifer, my cougar girl. She's number one. I'm like, look at this shit. You vote her one, she votes you last, 6, whatever the number was. I didn't want to see Tom go home, but Tom didn't play the game. And you can't really get mad at people for playing the game. So Tom goes home. They didn't do his little video yet, but he went to go see Jennifer. He found out about who Jennifer and them was because he wasn't there day one. But you know, he's like, oh, da, 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 whatever. I wanted Tom to come out and talk cash money shit. And I feel like if they would reveal, like, oh, please forgive us, we had to vote you last, we just wanted to stay in the game, I feel like Tom on that message would ish talk Jennifer, but we don't know. But we know that, put it in the chat real quick, I know everybody has to go. Chaz is the super influencer, and he gets to be the only one to eliminate someone of the rest. Who do you think Chaz will get rid of? I want it to be Jennifer, but I feel like he done did all this Jennifer love. If Chaz gets rid of Sam, if he gets rid of Sam or Raven, I'm gonna be over it. And it doesn't make sense for him to get rid of Oliver or Tamara. They not winning. So he either has to be cutthroat and get rid of one of his girls, Sam or Raven, or he gets rid of Jennifer, who is still someone in the middle of. Get rid of Jennifer and have a cookout final dinner. Get rid of Jennifer and bring back the cookout. Even though I know Sam isn't black, but I'm counting her in. She invited to the barbecue. Get rid of Jennifer and let's have an all melanated melanated final dinner. That's what I'm hoping for, but we'll see. Let me go through the comments real quick, and I'm going to end it because I do have a panel and I have to watch this show real quick. Also, I hated how everything was spicy, and they did water things down with Love Day. I agree with you, Zuda. Like Love Day, nah, you could have just. I feel like I was hoping the video messages would help everyone play a more cutthroat game. But no, everyone is like, oh, I love. I didn't like Love Day. Was this taped around Valentine's Day? I don't know. It also really annoyed me. It annoyed me too, Zuda. You weren't alone. Then why would Chaz go and rate Jennifer high after she? I'm telling you, it has to be production. It has to be somewhere in the contract that Brett, maybe because Brett is the celeb of the, because he came from Big Brother. Maybe they had to pay him a larger amount of a stipend to get him to even come do the show. And they were like, well, we didn't pay him all this money. He can't go home week one. And so I don't know. I don't put anything past production, but it doesn't make sense to me. Have a good night, Eric. If you're still here, I understand having to go to work. If I was Tom, I was calling Jennifer out that same second. Like she messed him up and fucked up his game. The only thing is, Tom doesn't know that Jennifer rated him low. He doesn't know that if Jennifer would have rated him one, the same as he was, neither one of them. Samira probably could have still been in the bottom. We don't know. We don't know. But we'll see. It would be smart to eliminate Raven because everyone loves her. He should do Jennifer, but nobody would rate her high, and it would be dumb to do Oliver. He's a non-factor. Look, ever since season 1, people learned the formula of how to win this game. And the highly rated people like Ravens and Chaz, they never win the game because when it comes to the final ratings, people rate them low. And if you don't get rid of a Jennifer, she's in that middle layer where it's usually the people in the middle of the game that win. Like Delisha, is her name Delisha? I don't forget her name. But like who played her husband? She won the game because she played in the middle. Even when I watched Circle Brazil, old girl with the big booty, she was the only melanated person that season. Is her name Miranda? I forgot her name. Forgive me. She was always in the middle or close to the bottom of the middle, and she won the game because everyone flips their strategy of like, I don't want Raven to win, so I'm gonna Raven last, and Tamara is always last, so I'm gonna roll her second, and maybe put Jennifer one. Like people always flip it on the final ratings. That's why you always want to be in the middle. Even that season where the little black comedian, I forgot his name, but I follow him on TikTok, James, he won. Like he was only an influencer once, but he usually was rated in the middle. So I don't think he should eliminate Raven. Maybe a Sam. Sam could win this because she plays middle. Jennifer could win it. Hell, I don't see Tamara. I think people will always vote Tamara and Oliver in the middle. But I feel like if he doesn't get rid of Jennifer, people, especially if they don't call, like if he saves Jennifer, he has to call Jennifer out as being the hacker. I don't know, but I feel like Jennifer could win this. What you say, Zudam? No, I meant Jennifer caused everyone to think either Tom or herself was the hacker, but then that brought heat on him. Yeah. If Sam, see, they was being all cute on Love Day, and that was the circle chat to call out Jennifer and the hacker. But Sam was like, nah, everybody's so in love. That's why they're like, see, that's production. Production know what they doing. They know what they doing. I would have still called it out. But that's just me. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for chatting with me on a Friday night. I'm thinking about doing something different on my channel. where I'm still gonna have my Stella, which is where we can chat and talk to each other. But I'm thinking about doing shorter pre-recorded reviews, like maybe a 10-minute review of the show, like maybe the challenge. Um, all the shows that I review, you all know. And do a quick review for people who don't want to listen to the whole hour and a half live. Like, people who like longer reviews could listen to the lives, and people who just want to know my 2 cents like that in a quick 10-minute review, I'm thinking about uploading shorter reviews as well. So don't hold me to it. It's just in my mind, but that's my thought process. And again, I have to go because I'm going to be on a panel tonight. Kamisha reviews Ready to Love 8:15. And then I want to say tomorrow night on, I think Sheena wants me to host it. So I think on my Twitter, Kiss My Cheeks TV, tomorrow night, it's gonna be a late night space. It probably won't start till like 11 p.m. We're gonna be good and drunk and at least tipsy. Cause I'm going to see Lunel tomorrow night. And I told her, I said we could host the space after I come back from seeing Lunel. See, this is the lash right here that want to fall, but I can't touch it. So tomorrow night, late night, my Twitter, I'm gonna host a space to talk the circle with Sheena. So it'll be a lot of people there and we'll have this conversation again. But at least on Twitter, you could join in and give your opinion as well. And then Monday night on Sheena's The Legal Sojourner, her Twitter channel, we're hosting a space for traders. And fingers crossed, one of the celebrity cast members will be at the space as well, where we can ask them questions and talk about the game. So a lot is going on. A lot is coming up. I will be back tomorrow to talk about Drag Race and Ready to Love on my own channel. So I'll see you all tomorrow night, or come over to Kamisha at 8:15 to talk Ready to Love, and I'll see you later on tonight. But until next week for Ostella, have a good one. Bye.